Hello, hello. What's going on, Wired fam? How's everybody doing this evening? Hope y'all are doing well. Once my computer catches up, I'm sure I'll see everybody's comments. Anybody watching football tonight? College football? I don't know if you guys can tell it or not, but we're in the comfy seat tonight. We're sitting on the couch in the shop. Trying to be comfy tonight. It's the last live of the old year, getting ready to kick off New Year's. Happy New Year's to everybody. I hope you guys have some great New Year's plans. Hope that y'all's New Year is as good as hopefully mine will be. I'm ready for a new year. New year, new you, right? Got a lot of good stuff coming for next year. We won't get into all that because you guys are going to see it next year. So a lot of good things coming next year. Um, right now, Clemson is playing Iowa State. Clemson's in the lead by 7, and Iowa State looks like they're floundering in the fourth quarter. So looks like Clemson's going to win this one. Oh, I'm ready for the national championship game. Any guesses on the national championship game? I think it's going to be at Alabama, Georgia again. Just my guess for your college football fans out there. Let's see who do we got on tonight. We got Mr. Jimmy Pratt. What's going on, Jimmy? Matthew Kofelt. Hello, hello from Decatur. Nathan Wood. What's going on from Wabash, Indiana? Glad to see you, Nathan. Dave D from Lake Hartwell. Glad you liked the crappie Christmas tree photo I sent you. Yeah, it was pretty good. That was pretty good for sure. Oh, first down. Minute 15. Yeah, they might tie it up. Who knows? We'll see. I'm multitasking tonight. I'm living and I'm watching TV and I'm listening to my kids scream, whatever they're screaming about. Who knows? And yeah, that was a pitch and hope. All right, let's get to the live. Come on, it's a minute left in the game. It's interesting. All right, Big O. Hello, Matt, Wired fan from Clarksville Lake, Georgia. What's going on? How's Little Wired doing? Guys, Little Wired is doing really well. Little Wired is almost back to his normal self. He's still really, really, really fussy. Like you can't put him down. And there's times where I can't even hold him. Like he won't let me hold him. So he just got so used to being right here on my wife's chest while he was sick and in the hospital that a lot of times he won't even let me hold him. It's really horrible, actually. I hate it because I try to hold him. I'm like, why won't he let me hold him? But he's getting a lot better. He's hopefully on the mend. Um, well, he is. He's just got to get back to normal a little. So anyway, doing well. Thank you for asking. Harvey T, what's going on? Josh Sanders, hello from Chattanooga. What's going on, Josh? Johnny Coots, good evening, sir. Tom A from Pennsylvania, hello, hello. Happy New Year, Wired fam. Um, Denison, Ohio, 922 Crappie, what's going on? Good evening from Heath McDaniel. What's going on, Heath? Oh, stretch it. Anybody else watching this game? I'm the only one. James Rose, hey from South Carolina. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir. Joel Nash, the Joel Nash. Joel, you need to change your YouTube name to the parentheses the Joel Nash in the house, guys. Everybody say hello to Joel. What's going on from Sparta? Ken Bulacek, Roll Tide. What's going on, Ken? Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be another Alabama Georgia show off or showdown for the national championship. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. We'll see. And I think Alabama will beat Georgia again, but who knows? I mean, we'll see. So I hope you guys don't mind. I'm in the comfy area. I'm in the comfy chair, well, comfy couch tonight, so I'm not in the boat. But I figure you guys won't mind. You can still see all my stuff over there. Look, there's my Johnson. You guys, Jesus. Sorry. Keep it clean in the comments. All right. All right, keep it clean. So there's my Johnson Fast Strike sitting over there. Somebody's laughing somewhere. Anyway, hey, that's PG. And you can still see all my sponsors and stuff over there. So there you go. I'm in the comfy area. I like to be in the comfy area tonight. Anyway, Todd Pell from Beaver Creek, Ohio. Happy New Year, sir. Jimmy Pratt, Tennessee playing Alabama basketball. Oh yeah, they are playing tonight, aren't they? Well, this is like, uh, it's crazy because so I watched Tennessee play. I watched Tennessee college football. I watched Tennessee play all year. I like to watch Tennessee games. Okay, we had a good year this year, and I like to see Tennessee play. But it's like postseason. I don't ever watch baseball until it gets to postseason, and then I watch baseball. So they got first. Oh, fumble! Jesus, first down. Then he fumbled it back across the first down line. I swear. If anybody saw that play, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk about it. All right. So I watch postseason baseball, and I love my Braves. My Braves. Those are my guys, man. So to watch them win this year was great. But then I really get into college basketball. Well, not really, but I get into a little bit of college basketball. I guess during playoffs and bowl games. So anyway, um, let's move on. Charles Davison. Hello, Matt. Hello, sir. Jeff Johnson. Hello. Larry McBride. Howdy. Don't care about the championship just as long as Arkansas beats Penn State. There you go. Yeah, that's right. Andy Perry. How's it going? Quickly checking in from the beach. Took a family vacation. What's going on? Enjoy your family vacation. Just curious if you shipped to winners from last week yet. I can resend email. Please don't resend emails. Please don't resend emails, guys. Good Lord, the emails were ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of my comfy seat. Hang on just a minute. There's my football game going on, and then there's my big deer, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen him or not. But anyway, 15 scoreable points, 168, 7-8. He was a beast. All right, hang on just a second. Be right back. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls. All right, I'm back. All right, guys. So let me get back comfy again here. You messed up my comfy flow. Let me get my flow back. All right. So I don't know. Well, you guys aren't even gonna be able to see this. Andy, I'm getting rid of your comment. Can you guys see this? This thing is like half as big as I am. That is the receipt for the Christmas giveaway from the post office. So that is the post office receipt from the Christmas giveaway from the top of my head down past. This is my belt right here. So woo, there's your receipt. So to answer that question, yes, everything has, see, United States Postal Service right there. So everything has shipped. So if you won something on the Christmas giveaway last week on the live, your product has shipped. Okay. The only thing that has not shipped that I know of that hasn't shipped. Okay. I don't know if the ACC rods shipped from Crappie Cove because those were going straight from Crappie Cove to you guys. So I don't know if those shipped. One of those I think was Ashley Coffee, and the other one I don't remember. May have been Tyler. I think it was Tyler or somebody. Anyway, but I'm not 100% sure if those have shipped or not. Okay, so it looks like Clemson won that one by a touchdown, 20-13. Okay, whatever. All right, so um, to answer that question, yes, all the Christmas stuff has shipped. Thank the Lord. So don't send me any more emails. I got plenty of emails. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. And to all those that wrote something in your email, I did read those. Thank you for all the good comments and everything. I did not reply back to those, but that was because I had emails a mile flipping long. So thank y'all very much for all the well wishes and all the nice words in the emails, and I appreciate you very, very much. So let's see. Um, Tyler C, what's going on? Hope you had a wonderful Christmas as well, buddy. We did. We had a good Christmas. Um, Tyler Key, good evening from Clark's Range, Tennessee. Heidi Clark, hi Matt, glad to hear Branson as well. How is Laura? Laura's doing well too. She's still tired, still very tired. Very fussy baby, and a lot of sleepless nights for both of us. So, but she's doing well. She's doing well. Thank you very much, Heidi, for asking. Bill Royals, hello, Wired family, Palestine, Texas, with you. What's going on from Palestine? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see here. Oh, Mr. Larry Merritt got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Larry. I appreciate it, buddy. Guys, if you don't know what a super chat is, that's a way for you guys to give back to this channel. It's a way for you to show the support for Wired Fam and Wired for Crappie. I appreciate every penny that comes in on the super chat, guys. It definitely helps the channel a ton, and it helps me stay on the water and keeping me making great videos and great content for you guys. So I appreciate each and every one that comes in. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate you for the super chat, buddy. And he says, glad to hear Little Wired doing better. Question, had some really good spots in the summer and thought they were deep enough, but no. Will the fish come back? Yes, the fish will come back, Larry. If you find fish on that summer pattern, crappie are habitual, okay? They will come back. Good night. That's a big old bucket of Cheez-Its. Golly, boom. Oh, they're throwing them in the stands. How about that? They're throwing Cheez-Its into the stands. Throw some over here. I love Cheez-Its. Do you guys like Cheez-Its? I like Cheez-Its. All right. So, yes, to answer your question, Larry, they will come back, okay? 9 times out of 10, they will come back. If you find patterns, historical patterns, will present themselves with crappie because crappie will frequent the same areas year over year. A lot of times, if it's brush, Larry, sometimes they will not come back. And let me explain why. Okay. So let's say you find them on a dock. They're probably coming back to the dock. If you find them on brush piles, it could be that those fish will not come back. And why is that? Because over the course of a year or multiple years, that brush will deteriorate some. It will grow more and more moss. It will grow more and more um, uh, algae and things of that nature. Okay, so as that breaks down, those fish may just stop going to it. All right, as it gets more and more algae on it and it gets thicker. That's another reason that I don't like putting out Christmas trees because crappie want to be able to get into the cover. Okay, so you guys that put out Christmas trees, hear me out just a second. All right, crappie want to be able to get into cover. They want to get into cover to hide from predators. They want to get, especially those smaller fish, those small crappie. They want to be able to get into that smaller cover. So um, when you put those Christmas trees and that thick cover out, a lot of times as it grows algae, it will actually close in all those gaps that those fish can get into and cause them to not use that as much. Okay. Maybe some of your larger fish, mosquito in here. So maybe some of your larger fish might use that to sit around the edges of the cover, but you got to be careful with putting in really, really thick structure. Okay. Again, that's why I like putting bamboo. I like putting 2x4s, stuff of that nature, 4 or 5 2x4s coming out of a bucket, something that they can get in the middle of and sit in, and they can feel secure. They feel, hidden. But crappie want to be able to get into that structure, and if you take that away from them, they will not use that structure as much, in my experience. So keep that in mind. But yes, Larry, to answer your question, those fish will come back to that structure, but as it deteriorates, you may see less and less. Okay, does that make sense? Very, very, very good question, though. All right. James from Cherokee Lake, what's going on, buddy? I actually need to make a trip to Cherokee Lake. Our next East Tennessee Crappie Club tournament is on Cherokee Lake, so I actually need to make a trip up there. I had this entire week off until actually next Tuesday, but because of the rain event that just seems to linger on us for what the next 4 or 5 days, my fishing time is going to be cut a little short. So I don't know. I may try to get up there if I can this weekend or maybe Monday, but back to work Tuesday. So um, I don't know. We'll see. But I need to be on Cherokee. How they where they biting at on Cherokee? I have an idea, but we'll see. Don't answer that question. Too many people in the club in this chat, but we're gonna get up there and we're gonna see. It should be good. It's great on Cherokee this time of year. It really is. A lot of fish on that lake this time of year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We actually were able to win the Cherokee tournament last year. It was in February. So a month earlier this year. I don't know what that's going to do as far as having an effect on the fish, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We're going to check some spots from last year, check some new spots, check some stuff we fished in the past, and then do some looking and see what we can find out. So I don't know. I'll have some reports on Cherokee here in the next few weeks anyway. Probably wait till after the tournament to give those, but we'll have some reports. Dennis Evans. Oh, wrong one. Hello, all. Wishing everyone a great new year. Scott Winkler from Ohio. Hello. Danny Rock. So you got out and caught a few hay on this time off. I did. Yeah. So I have been fishing a little bit. So I went, let's see, I fished Friday. I fished Sunday. And then I was going to go Monday, but some stuff came up and I had to do a couple other things. But I did fish Friday. I did fish Sunday. Um, fished Loudon. Fished Loudon both days. And Loudon's on fire, guys. If you're not fishing Loudon right now, you should be because there are fish all over that lake. They're shallow. They're deep. They're open. They're in open water. They're in the creeks. They're on the main river. I mean, there's fish all over Loudon right now. There's no doubt about it. So I caught them. Like I said, I caught them suspended in the creeks. I caught them on brush. I caught them on stake beds. I caught them on docks. I caught them everywhere I looked. I mean, there was just a ton of fish and good fish. I mean, eater fish. A lot of 10 to 12-inch fish on Loudon right now. Okay. So the video that posted this week, double jig rig, next week is this coming Monday. So I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but the video that posted this Monday came out 6 p.m. And going forward for the rest of the time I'm on YouTube, my videos will be coming out Mondays at 6 p.m. Every Monday, 6 p.m. So you can mark your clock, you can mark your calendar. Every Monday at 6 p.m. there will be a video come out. That does not, it doesn't matter if it's President's Day, Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, your birthday. It don't matter what day that falls on. Mondays at 6 p.m. my videos will be coming out. So this next Monday is the video for the slip floaters that have been asking me about that slip float video. I did not like the first one I did, so I redid it. So that is coming out this coming Monday at 6 p.m. And it will be interesting to see how many of you guys have actually seen that float. I don't know anybody that's using the float that I'm using. I hadn't seen anybody use the float that I'm using. I haven't seen a video on the float that I'm using. So it's going to be real interesting to see if you guys have seen that float before, if you have or have not. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to go get some if you haven't. Okay. So watch that video coming out this Monday because that float is absolutely a game changer. There's no doubt about it. It is a game changer. So tell your friends about it. Tell your coworkers about it. Tell everybody about it because it's going to be a great video for sure. So I was hoping to get to that 10,000 subscriber giveaway by the end of this year. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. I need you guys' help. I need y'all sharing my content. Share the videos. Share the lives. Comment on posts. Stuff you see on Facebook. People out there all the time. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Drop a line for Wired for Crappie. Okay. Try to help me grow this channel. I appreciate it very, very much if you would. I'm going to push hard to try to get to 10,000 by the end of January so that we can do the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. What that is a 2-day fishing trip with me in East Tennessee. I will pay for your motel and I will pay for your fishing license. You just have to pay for your gas to get down here and your food while you're here. Okay. So you got to pay for yourself to eat. You got to pay for you to get here and get back. But other than that, I'll pay for the rest. And we're going to fish 2 different lakes in East Tennessee. So you'll get to see 2 different bodies of water, Saturday and Sunday. And then we're going to send you home. So we're going to give that away to one lucky subscriber when we hit 10,000. So, and what we'll do is we're going to give everybody a week to reply. So let's say I pick a subscriber. It's on the video for Monday. They don't reply. We're going to put another subscriber on the video the next week. You got 1 week to reply to me because I got to get somebody. I get somebody down here and do the video. So you never know. You might not get picked on the first one, but they may not comment back. You'll get picked on the second one. Who knows? So, we'll see how it goes, but going to push really, really hard, guys, to get to that 10,000 number. I think we're at 92, almost 93, something around in there, 100. Let's see where we're at on subscriber count. We're at 9273, so we're not that far off. All right, we're not that far off. If you guys will share, comment, let everybody know about Wired for Crappie. Tag Wired for Crappie, the Facebook page and stuff on all your different sites and all your different posts out there, all your groups and forums and stuff like that. That will help grow this channel substantially. So I want to get to that 10,000 and give away that fishing trip so I can take somebody fishing. I'm ready to go fishing. And plus, that gives me a weekend to go fishing. My wife can't tell me no. So we need to get to 10,000, right? All right. Who else we got? Asleep. What's going on, man? Happy New Year. Heading to Real Foot Tuesday. Going to be fun, I hope. Wait. Talking about. Oh, God. Never mind. All right. Yep. Ronnie Harris from Georgia. What's going on, buddy? 922. Yeah, I'm pulling it with Ford. There's nothing else. I mean, if I pulled it with something else, it'd just break down. So, hey, look, I love the manufacturing banter on trucks, but let's face it, they all break down. Every one of them. It don't matter what it is. And it is storming outside. I just heard the wind and the rain just pelting my garage door. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is raining cats and dogs outside right now. All right. Mike said, running a little late tonight. Had to watch my Tigers win by the skin of their teeth tonight. Yeah, I was just watching them too. Now, let's see. It's Oregon and who's Oregon playing? Oregon and Oklahoma. Oklahoma and Oregon right now. They just started, so they're on right here. Yes, Cheez-Its, extra cheesy. Yeah, I like my Cheez-Its too. We're gonna have to have Cheez-Its on the channel. Just be eating Cheez-Its and drinking Mountain Dew or Pepsi while we're talking. Chad Hillard, good evening, y'all, from East Texas. What's going on? Ow, my foot's asleep. All right. What up? Buck Chaser. What's going on, Buck Chaser? Happy New Year, sir. Well, Oklahoma or Oregon just caught one. Oh no, that was a run. I'm sorry. That was a good run. Nope. All right. Slab Chaser, what's going on? Or Slab Buster, excuse me. Buck Chaser, Slab Buster, getting them mixed up. I think he said we're getting a kitty. I think that's supposed to be kitty. Kittle? Kettle? Kitty? Kitten? Is that kitten? Well, congratulations on whatever you're getting, Slab Buster. Oh, interception, Oklahoma, I do believe. Oh, let's see. James, hope you video the event on Cherokee like you did the last one. I don't know if I will or not. I filmed Chick because I was by myself. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. I don't know if my partner's fishing with me or not. If my partner's fishing with me, I probably won't film. Being as not everybody likes to be on camera, but we will see. Okay, we'll see. Danny, good question. What spinning reel do you find to be the best to you? So, very good question, buddy. I actually use a Fluger Tryon size 25. Okay. I don't like the 20 because it's too small. It doesn't have a big enough bezel. Um, and I'm not a fan of the 30 because it's too big for me, especially on a 6 foot rod. So I like the size 25. That's what I have on every one of my reels or rods. Excuse me. That's the reel that I have on every one of my rods is a Fluger Tryon size 25. So that's what I prefer. Um, the President size 25 is a good one too. It's just a little more expensive. I prefer the Tryon for the price point. I mean, I can get a couple years out of them before I have to replace them. So at the price point, I think they're $40. So at that price point, it's a good deal for me. And that's what I run. Andy from Western Kentucky, what's going on? Andy, are you going to the East Tennessee Fishing Show in January? Yes, I will be at the East Tennessee Fishing Show. I will most likely be in one of several booths at the fishing show. Um, but yes, to answer your question, I will be there. I will be at the fishing show multiple days. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for me. I will be there to some extent and probably working some booths. So if you guys see me, say what's up. Make sure you stop in, say hi. And I'll probably be doing some lives. I'll probably be doing some shows, not shows, but I'll probably be doing some lives from there, just showing you guys some of the stuff that's there and some of the other different things that you do at a show. Right. So you'll see some content from me come out during the show as well. Emmy Harris. Hi, Matt. I just subscribed. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts and ideas for catching crappie. Good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Slab Buster. We talking about Matt? What's up with the pep? We talking about? I'm missing something there. You'll have to elaborate, Slab Buster. Curtis says, "How do I join chat, Matt?" Well, you're in it. I see your comment, so you're good to go. All you got to do is keep commenting. So if you have a question, drop a question. Love to answer it. That's what we're here for. Scott Pace, what's going on? Crappie Crushing TV. I am back, Devil Dog. Them dang adult responsibilities kept me away for some time. Yeah, they get in the way just a little bit, right? So, welcome back, and glad you're here. How you doing? How's your mama? How's your daddy? How's the brother and the sister and the cousins and the auntie and uncle and everybody else? Hope you had a good Christmas, but welcome back. Josh Sanders said Pepsi, Slabbuster. Oh, Pep for short. Sorry. Okay, got it. Your Pepsi. Aha. It's good. It's real good. It's very, very cold. Yum. So I have to have my Pepsi really, really cold. It's cold. Really cold. So I've got my little mini fridge down here, like on the highest setting. It, like gets a little ice in it. It's really good. Really good. Romero, what's up? Doing well. How are you? Brandon, he said, broke my ACC stick Friday. Went to Crappie Cove and had it replaced at no cost. They are awesome. Yes, Crappie Cove is awesome. I agree. Um, and ACC is awesome because they stand behind their product, right? So, guys, while that is being said, right down here in the bottom of the screen, okay, discount codes Crappie Cove 10% off, crappiecove.com, or you can go into the store in Maryville, Tennessee. Code WIRED gets you 10% off your fishing specialties poles. If you got a live scope or getting a live scope, fishing specialties wired. And stowaway mounts, 10% off stowaway mounts with the discount code wired as well. And then 15% off bonehead tackle, which is not up here right now, but Crappie 2021. And guys, 2021 only has a few more days in it. So if you're going to get that bonehead tackle discount before the end of the year, make sure you get in there before the end of the year and get that 15% Crappie 2021. And then I will reach out to them and try to get another code for the channel for next year for 2022. So we'll see how that works. But nonetheless, make sure you take advantage of that so you don't miss out. Romero says, like the video on the 2 jigs. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. So, yeah, let me say this. Let me talk about the video on 2 jigs a little bit. So, you guys know, you've watched the channel enough that you know I don't always use a double jig setup. I really, with live scope, having those 2 points of contact is great. Okay. Is it absolutely necessary? No, but it is good to have 2 points of contact. And I really planned on fishing more open water that day. But what I was finding in open water was a lot of white bass. So I transitioned from that very quickly over to brush. And fishing brush and stake beds with a double jig rig is extremely frustrating, let me tell you, because you've got 2 jigs and you've got structure that is you can get hung on. So I don't typically fish a double jig rig in structure, but for the sake of the video, I did. And it was fine. I caught plenty of fish. You guys saw I caught a double out of that one brush pile. And then somebody said that's why they don't tie a loop knot, because that bottom fish broke off. But the loop knot is not what broke. The actual line is what broke. That 4-pound test just couldn't hold both fish. So, but the loop knot did not break. The line itself did. So I don't know. I mean, if I was going to fish open water and consistently fish open water, then yes, I would tie 2 jigs because it's 2 baits. It's something to, first of all, alert the fish there's a bait there, and then something for them to trail behind it. It's kind of like, oh, look at that. Oh, there's another one. Let me go for that one. So it's kind of like, now you see me, now you eat me type of thing. So you got 2 jigs going through the water. It's a little bit more visible because you have 2 jigs, and it's more visible for the fish and for you on live scope if you're a live scope fisherman. If you're not, you got 2 baits in the water, 2 different colors, 2 different jigs that a fish could potentially key in on. He may not like the first jig that is red and chartreuse, or red and silver in my case. He may like that black and chartreuse one that's following it. So, it's just one of those things where you can give a fish 2 different looks at one time. You've got 2 different points of contact on live scope. But again, it's complicated to fish that because when you're fishing structure, you've got 2 hooks down there to get hung with. All right. So I typically don't fish it in structure, but I do fish it in open water some. And I may start fishing with it more in open water because it is a little easier to see with the 2 points of contact. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I continue to do so in open water or not. I'll just have to wait and see, wait and find out. So that's how that transpired. Harvey T says, got my order in at Crappie Cove. Thanks for the discount. You're very welcome. Thank Crappie Cove for the discount because they're the ones that decided to partner with the channel. So we appreciate them for that for sure. But thank you, Harvey. You're very welcome, sir. I'm glad you got your order in. ACC and Crappie Cove are the best. Misty is awesome. She really is. Misty is awesome for sure. Tom A says new ACC 6'6" and 8-footer here tomorrow. Thanks for discount. You're very welcome, buddy. Glad you were able to get those. That wired discount, guys, does include ACC crappie sticks at Crappie Cove as well. So just FYI. Scott Pace, when and where is the expo that you was talking about? Okay, so next year in Tennessee. Well, yeah, next year. January's next year, right? So there'll be two different expos that I want to talk about next year in Tennessee. Okay, first and foremost, the East Tennessee Fishing Show. The East Tennessee Fishing Show will be the last week of February or January. Yeah, last week of January. Okay, it is at the Expo Center in Knoxville, Tennessee. It is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday show. All right. It's called the East Tennessee Fishing Show. They do have a Facebook page. They also have, I think they have a website, I think, but I know they have a Facebook page, East TN Fishing Show or East Tennessee Fishing Show. You guys can type that in and find them, get all the dates and everything. It isn't at the end of January. And, I used to personally have a booth there for East Tennessee Crappie Club. And when we first started that, probably 6 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot of crappie vendors. There wasn't a whole lot of crappie tackle. There wasn't a whole lot of crappie talk. We were kind of sort of loners when we first started that. A lot of bass guys, striper, catfish, and then just a lot of generalized fishing tackle type stuff, like just general fishing tackle, like terminal tackle type stuff. But it's still a great show. Still a great show. A lot of boat dealers there. No, not a lot, but the major ones in our area are there. And then over the years, it has really just exploded on the crappie side of things. It's like almost every booth has crappie stuff in it now. Okay. So to answer your question, right? Where is it and when is it? Okay. It's in East Tennessee in Knoxville at the Expo Center. Okay. It's Merchants Drive and Clinton Highway right there in the Expo Center. And it's the last week of January. A lot of crappie stuff there, a lot of bass stuff, a lot of cat, just a lot of fishing stuff in general. Okay. A lot of booths. That whole place is full of booths and it's a lot of fun. So the second expo next year is going to be at the Dale Holla Invitational, the Midwest Crappie Alliance Dale Holla Invitational in Salina, Tennessee. It will have every huge crappie vendor that is a crappie vendor there. Okay. It is going to be an absolute blast. There's going to be like 35 booths or something around in there, and it's all crappie all the time, ready to rock. That's all it is going to be crappie. So it'll be November 10th, 11th, and 12th. I think the expo is the same days as the tournament, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So it'll be a 3-day expo. No cost to get in that expo. The East Tennessee Fishing Show, there is a cost to get in, okay, guys? But the one in Salina at the Dale Hall Invitational is free to get in. And actually, the third day of the tournament, okay, all the top 25 and the big fish participants, because there's a big fish tournament for everybody that's outside the top 25 that last day. All participants will be at a drive-through weigh-in at the Expo Center on a stage, drive through. You'll drive your boat, your truck, trailer, and boat. You'll drive right up in front of the stage. You'll get out of your boat. You'll weigh your fish, whether it's a big fish or your bag of fish for the top 25. Of course, the top 25 will weigh in last. They'll go in order, 25th to 1st. You guys can all show up, come out, see the expo, come to the weigh-in, see who wins the tournament. It's going to be an absolute blast, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun and a huge, huge, huge show out for the crappie industry. So you guys don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun, okay? I will be there. I hope to be in that top 25. We're going to see. We're putting hours in on Dale Holla trying to figure out the lake, and we're going to see where we finish come next November. So it's going to be a blast, a lot of fun. You guys will not want to miss that. Joel Nash, what day are you going to Cherokee? I may go follow you around a little. Just kidding. Never have even seen the lake. I don't know. I don't know what day I'll go, Joel, to be honest with you. It just kind of depends on when I can dodge the rain. I don't want to go up there in the rain, drive an hour and a half up there in the rain, fish in the rain, drive back in the rain. I just don't want to do it. I'll find time sometime to go when it's not raining. So, and it's hard to film in the rain. It's hard on your equipment. So if I have to fish a tournament in the rain, that's fine, but I ain't gonna go fun fish in it. That sounds bad. Sounds like I'm a fair weather fisherman. I'm really not, but it's just hard on your equipment to do that. So I'm probably going to lay low until I can get a little bit better weather, but we'll see. Plus, it's getting cold. It's going to get cold. They're talking like 20s come Sunday, so it's going to be cold. Tom A says, yes, used 2 jigs today since fish were roaming. 3-day weather window here in Pennsylvania. Yep, we've got a 3-day bad weather window down here, so. Romero Davis, can that help key in on a color they like? Sure it can. But something else that I've seen, especially with roaming fish. Ow. I gotta sit up. All right, I'm getting old. So especially with roaming fish, something that I've seen is, if you run 2 different colors, you'll get 70% that'll hit one jig, and then 30% will hit the other color. All right. So it kind of varies. It's always different. It's like longline trollers. If you guys have longline trolled before, then you don't always catch them on that white and chartreuse jig. Sometimes you catch them on that pink and white jig that's above it. All right. So it's one of those things where I will not take a double jig rig and put the same color on it ever. I just won't, because there's always going to be that one fish that won't hit the black and chartreuse, but he'll hit the red and silver. Okay. And I want to catch that one. So I always run 2 different color jigs. Tyler C. How do you find crappie on deep, clear Highland lakes without reliable electronics? I mainly fish Beaver Lake and Table Rock Lake. We have standing timber, rocks, and docks. I would start at docks, first of all. Okay. I would check my Navionics, see which docks had more than 10 foot of water under them, but less than 30. Okay. More than 10 foot, less than 30 foot. I'd start with those docks. Okay. Then I would check my standing timber and try to figure out. I'd look at Navionics again. I'd find my standing timber that was in that 15 to 25 foot range. Okay. And I would fish that next. That would be what I would do. Rocks, I wouldn't fish rocks. I can count on my hands and feet how many crappie I've caught off rocks. All right. And not legitimately, I've caught more than that off rocks, but it doesn't seem that that's a crappie's first structure of choice. They will stay on rocks. Don't start cussing me in the comments. You will catch. It is storming like a mug. I mean, storming, no doubt. I mean, like my garage door is about to blow in. Can you guys hear that? Or is my mic not good enough? I mean, it is coming. All right. So, it's actually distracting me. It's raining so hard. All right. So, sorry. But I would stay off rocks for the time being. I would go to docks and I would go to timber. All right. Docks first, timber second. That would be what I would do. Larry McBride. Hey, Matt, I live in northern Arkansas, just south of Branson, Missouri. Where can I find ACC crappie sticks? Don't like buying online. Haven't seen any at Bass Pro Shop. You will not see any at Bass Pro Shop. I can assure you that. You're going to probably have to buy them offline. But Branson. Well, if you really don't want to buy them offline, I think Wally Marshall's coming back to Branson next year, and I'm sure ACC is going to be at that event. So you can probably go to that expo and you can probably get them then. But I don't know any local shops in Branson. Somebody on here may. They may be able to tell you where you can find them locally. But as far as I know, you probably have to get them offline, Larry, unfortunately. But if you go to Crappie Cove, okay, right here. Where's that at? Where's my patch? There it is. Crappie Cove. Go to Crappie Cove. You can get them 10% off with the wired discount, Larry, and that pretty much covers. I don't know if they're is Crappie Cove charging to ship them, guys. I don't know if they're charging shipping or not, but that covers your tax or your shipping one. So you know you can save a little bit of money that way if you get them from Crappie Cove. Jeff Johnson, I've used ACC for several years, the 8 and 10 foot. To pick the brush apart, you can't beat them, and the price for them are awesome too. Yeah, they really are. They're great rods. There's no doubt about it. Brandon, I fished out of Concord a lot. Never fished a stake bed. Are there any community ones for a good starting point for me to start looking for them? Mostly fish laydowns and marina slips. Well, I'll be honest with you. Brandon, out of Concord, there's probably 30 stake beds within eyesight of that ramp, if not more, maybe more, to be honest with you. There is a buttload, okay, a metric butt ton of stake beds around the Concord area, within eyesight of Concord, okay? So if you're going to start looking for them, you don't have to have great electronics to look for them, okay? You just have to be cognizant of what they look like, all right? So it's just going to look like a straight up and down pole. It's just going to be a line straight up. It's not much. I mean, you're just looking for little lines that are straight up and down on the screen. And it's going to look like fish that are stacked straight up and down if you're looking at standard sonar. If you're looking at standard sonar, it's just going to be a like fish almost stacked straight up and down. But if you have down imaging, side imaging, it's just little lines, just little bitty lines is what you're looking for, buddy. But Concord area is a good area for sure. Andy, very good question. On a double jig setup, do you differ color jig heads also? Yes. Always differ the jig head color. So let's say I have a black and chartreuse jig on one. I'll put a unpainted jig head on that, or a pink, or a yellow, or a red. I like to have the three different colors, and then like this, the red and silver. I'll put a chartreuse jig head on it. You know, something that contrasts, something contrasting to what I'm looking at. Golly, it is storming. All right, Nathan Wood, thank you, buddy, for the super chat. I appreciate you very, very much, buddy. Thanks for all the great information. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Always a blessing, no doubt. I appreciate it very, very much. Hey, what'd that do? Mm-hmm. All right. Brandon, I had no idea. Lots of laughs. Yeah, there is. I can think of, within eyesight of Concord, I can think of right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I can think of 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I can think of 25. I can think of 25 right now, just off the top of my head. 25 different sets of steaks. Okay. Just off the top of my head, within eyesight of Concord. I know there's more. I know I'm forgetting some. But yeah, there's a bunch. So funny story about Loudon, guys. There's two guys on Loudon that put out steaks, okay? And one guy lives north of Concord and one guy lives south of Prater Flats. And they made an agreement a long time ago. He would stay. They both put them out the same way, same type of steaks. It's mostly bamboo steaks, but they do use some wooden steaks too. Anyway, um, they made an agreement years ago. The guy that lived down south would stay between this point and that point south, and the guy that lived up north would stay between middle ground and north. And they have, it's funny because they have two different styles. All right, they have two different styles in the way that they like to put their steak beds out, or where the areas they like to put their steak beds out. So if you go south of one point, you find steak beds in certain areas. And then when you get north of that point, the center line, you find them opposite in different sets in different locations. So it's really fun for me to fish Loudon because I'm like, yeah, I'm in so and so's territory. I know where he goes. Let's go over here. And I find steak beds. So, it's really cool. It's really fun. And a lot of time, but it's really neat too because on different days you might find them on stake beds south, but not find them on stake beds north because they put them in two different areas. They like two different transitions. Okay, so it's a lot of fun for me to fish Loudon. I really enjoy it, and it depends on what kind of day it is on which end of the lake I go to. So it's pretty cool. It's fun. Heidi Clark, stacked vertically. Yep, stacked vertically, no doubt, 100%. Good night. Shoo wee. Brandon Adkins, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you very much. This is overdue with as many questions as I have asked over the last few lives. You have done a real. You have done. I really appreciate all the information. You're very welcome, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your super chat, guys. Super chats are a blessing to me. They're a blessing to this channel. I don't take them lightly. I know it's your hard-earned money. And I appreciate each and every one of them that comes in. I appreciate each and every penny that comes in through Super Chat. So thank you. They're a blessing, and I appreciate it very, very much. Where's my Pepsi? It's getting warm. Uh-oh. Oklahoma's beating Oregon 6-3 right now, guys. The TV was about to turn off. Didn't think I was here anymore. All right. Brian, when looking for crappie, when looking for crappie on a new body of water, are you idling and using side and down imaging to start with, or how do you start? Very, very good question. This is a very loaded question. I'm going to answer this without rambling because for those that are on the live new tonight, I am very attentive to detail and I go into a lot of detail when I answer my questions. Okay. So, to answer that easily and quickly, when I first approach a new body of water, I'm looking for what's most visible to me as a crappie fisherman first. Okay. What is that? So, docks. Is there docks on the lake? What kind of docks are they? Are they floating docks? Are they pole docks? What kind of docks am I looking at? Is there marinas on the lake? What do the marinas look like? Where are they set up at? Can I fish the marinas? Okay. Some marinas you're not allowed to fish in certain lakes, and that's legal for them to post. East Tennessee, they can't post a marina. Well, they can, but you don't have to abide by it because they don't own the water. TVA owns the water. They don't own the water. Okay. So you can fish a marina. You just can't step out on it. If you step out on it, you're going to jail. you're trespassing if you step on somebody's marina or dock. But you can fish docks and marinas all day long, twice on Sunday in Tennessee. Okay. Um, so I'm looking for docks, marinas, the visible structure. Is there standing timber? Can I see that on Google Maps? Can I see that on Google Earth? Can I see on Navionics? Do they have stump fields marked? Is there stump fields out there? Can I find stumps in the right depth? What time of year is it? Is it winter? Is it summer? Is it fall? Is it spring? What depths do I need to be looking in? If I need to be looking in that 10 to 15 for or 5 to 15 for springtime, can I find stumps in that? Can I find, because a lot of times on Navionics, they'll have stump fields marked. You're not going to find brush piles on Navionics unless some user puts it on there for you and they don't make their stuff private. Then you'll find it. But nonetheless, you are not going to find those on Navionics. So you're looking for the visible stuff. Uh, do they tell you standing timber on Navionics? Do they tell you stump fields? Do they tell where your bridges, your bridge pilings? Crappie love bridge pilings. They love docks. They love marinas. That's the stuff that I'm going to first. Okay. That's the stuff that I'm going to look at to start with. Then, once I am confident that I can put a bag together, let's say I'm tournament fishing, once I'm confident I can put 7 fish in my boat, okay, that's when I flip gears and I start using my side imaging and my down imaging, and that's when I start looking for those hidden treasures, the brush piles, the stake beds, the buckets, the drops, the timber, that the submerged timber that is on the creek channels. That's when I start looking for all that hidden treasure that holds those larger fish so that I can start building a larger bag on top of a bag that I already know I can get. So I want to know that I can go to a lake and catch fish first and foremost. I want to know that I can go there. I can put 7 fish in the boat or 15 fish in the boat or 20 fish in the boat, whatever my limit is, right? So first and foremost, go catch fish. Go find fish quickly. Then start side imaging, down imaging. Again, time of year comes into play. I'm looking at what depth do I need to be looking in. Then I'm focusing in on my avionics from there, and I'm saying, okay, where's that depth in this creek? And I'm following those contours, and I'm trying to find that stuff in the right depth. So that's how I do it. Is that the right way? I don't know. Works for me. But could it be done other ways? Sure. Could you go spend a bunch of time looking for brush and structure, knowing that you can go to docks? Yeah, absolutely. You probably can. But I want to know that I know that I know that I can go put 7 fish in the boat and weigh in. Then I'm going to start looking for that offshore stuff. Okay. That's new lakes for me. Rusty Profit. Glad Little Wired is doing better. Wishing you and your family a happy new year. Looking forward to all the good videos in 2022. Thank you, Rusty. I appreciate you, buddy. Rusty, you been fishing Cherokee? You can give me any tips? You gonna throw any out there? Throw me a little bone here, anything like that? You're more than welcome to. Text me, call me, send me an email, whatever you want to do. But no, I appreciate it, Rusty. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see. David Long, where exactly is Boat Launch Road on Cherokee? Boat Launch Road is Boat Launch Road. That's the name of the road. It's actually across the lake from 25E Bridge. If you know where 25E Bridge is, where the boat ramp is, 25E Bridge, it's a kind of across the lake at a 45-degree angle. It's right across the cove from the campground. If you know where the campground is, across the lake from 25E Bridge, it's like right across the cove. And don't go up there if you're the only one, because somebody will steal the catalytic converters off your brand new truck that's actually sitting right here behind me. So um, it was supposed to storm tonight, so I did bring the truck in the shop. We got the truck in here, and we got the boat in here. So anyway, I didn't want to leave her outside. It's supposed to be some hail, some bad weather coming, so I didn't want to leave her outside. But nonetheless, be careful at Boat Launch Road. That was a good. Oh, they ripped his helmet off. Oh, they ripped his helmet off, and he scored a touchdown. Ah! He ran 40 yards without a helmet on. And there's a flag. Reckon that's face mask? I would say so. They better not bring that back. Anyway, all right, back to it. Larry McBride, do you have a video on making stake beds? I actually do have a video on dropping brush, and there are some of my stake beds, my stake buckets in that video. So to answer your question, yes. I'll actually pull that video up and show it to you real quick. Mm, 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 mm. All right. So see if this will turn sideways. No, it won't. And it won't blow up. So right there, it says how to build, drop, and decide where to put brush piles. Okay. So right beside my finger right there is the thumbnail for it. Okay. So there you go. Um, how to build, drop, and decide where to put your brush piles is the name of that video. So go check that video out. Uh, if anybody wants to see how I do mine, you can see how I do mine on that video. Jeff Johnson bought a new Ultrex. Ultrex. And on spot lock, it moves probably 3 feet. Is there any way to dial it in tighter? Well, Jeff, I would say this. If you are worried about the 3 feet, I would talk to somebody like Mr. Jimmy Pratt, who does not have an Ultrex, and he can tell you his moves 13 feet or more. So the 3 feet, I mean, there's tolerance, man. There's tolerances in. They did take that back. Wonder why they took it back. I don't know. Anyway, there's tolerances in that spot lock, and 3 feet is actually really good. So if you're real concerned with the 3 feet, um, I I hate to tell you that it's just the tolerance in the spot lock. 3 feet is really good though. A lot of guys would be really pleased to have 3 feet of tall or 3 feet of movement. Harvey T, how do you fish a deep Lake Cumberland, not vertical walls, but not far from it? I'm thinking brush if there is any along and close to the bank, or maybe at the back end of creek channels. Thoughts? Harvey, there's flats in that. There's flats in that lake. I'm sure somewhere. Um, find your flats. Okay. Try to locate your flats. If you can locate some flats with structure on them, there'll be fish on them. And then also bluffs, man. Bluffs hold crappie. Bluffs hold crappie, and you can a lot of times you can find trees and things that are blown off bluffs, and you can find crappie. A lot of times they'll sit on in creases. If you can find creases in a bluff, a lot of times fish will sit in the creases, and you can catch a lot of fish off bluffs. So um, try to take a look at those, and that should help you. You should be able to find fish. Jimmy Pratt, Matt, you have give more waypoint information tonight than I've ever seen you say. What are you talking about? You talking about Concord? So Jimmy's got like every brush pile and every stake bed marked on Fort Loudon, um, like every one from Pellissippi Parkway to the dam. So he agrees with me. I'm sure there's like 30 stake beds in front of Concord. So I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about. Danny said, "Wow, hey, only 10 thumbs up. Come on, yeah, come on, guys, smash that thumbs up button, please, before y'all leave." Clayton, buckets. Yes, buckets. I call them buckets. Okay. So if you guys, do you guys want to see what my buckets look like? I've shown this before. I'll show it again. How I build my buckets. So if you guys ever see them underwater, you'll know they're mine because you can tell they look like mine underwater. They look underwater just like they look above water. So, um, gosh, it is storming to beat the band. Oh, come on. No. Stinking phone. Come on. There we go. All right. So my steak buckets actually look exactly like underwater, or they look the exact same underwater as they do above water. And anybody that has been with me and fished them has seen that. Let me find them. They're right here somewhere. Where they go? They're right here. I know they're right here, right here, right here. Dum 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 dum. So it's very simple. Like I said, I use a 5-gallon bucket and 2x4s and concrete. Very simple way to do it. So here's one way. So here's one way that I do them. That's straight up and down. Okay. It's one way. And then the other way that I do them is like this. Okay. So that's 2x4s in a bucket. That's the other way that I do them. All right. So that shows you guys how I do my structure. And those 2x4s will last forever. Deal. Deal, Lucille. No doubt. I will see you. I will call you next time I'm down there. Oh, Rusty said been chasing stripers on Cherokee. Haven't been practicing for tournament much yet. Yeah, I hadn't either. Still got too many weeks before. Brandon, seriously, the play is blown dead when the player's helmet comes off? That's crud. I mean, there was nobody around him. He was wide open with no defenders anywhere near him, except for the one that ripped his helmet off. Anyway. Larry, you can Google how to put in bamboo and make a bamboo stake driver. Yes, you can. Oh, wait. Did I miss a comment from Larry? Oh, the video on making steak beds. I do steak buckets, okay? And then I put 3 or 4 buckets in each spot is what I typically do. That's how I do mine. No treated lumber. Do not put treated lumber in the lakes, please. That is so that lumber right there is not treated. It is actually, well, I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see it. All right. That is actually whitewood, okay? But it is hardwood. That is a hardwood. That's why its color it is. Okay. So that is a hardwood. Where I got that from, okay, I'm going to tell you guys where I got it from. And you guys don't be calling the same one I use to get my steaks from. Okay. But if you have a pallet company in your area, call them. Say, hey, do you make hardwood pallets? Yes. Okay. Do you have drop from your hardwood pallets and what do you do with it? And they'll say, well, we burn it because that's what 95% of them do is they pile it up and burn it. Um, some of them sell it off as pulp. Okay. So you're going to have to fight some of them for it. But if you call some of your pallet companies, what they do is they'll actually take like 2x6 rough sawn boards and they'll actually rip them and use them as stringers in their pallets. And you can typically pick up pretty good size um, drops from those pallet companies. And a lot of times they'll even give them to you. They'll even let you come in, just get them. I've gotten truckloads of that stuff and dropped it in my backyard for nothing. So, again, if you find one that's got a bunch of drop and they're willing to let you come get it, holler at your boy. Let me get some too, because my pallet supplier actually, they passed away, unfortunately. Him and his wife at the same time. It was crazy. They passed away like within a month of one another. But anyway, that's a long story. So I don't have that supplier to get from anymore. And if you find one, let me know. So that's where I used to get mine. But that happened like 6 months ago, and I still have some at the shop, so I'm not really worried about it yet. But yeah, anyway. Trent, if I was to plan a trip for late summer to your area, where would be a good place to fish and stay at? Do most of the lakes have hotels or cabins around to rent? Oh, absolutely. I mean, most of our lakes have motels all around them. They also have cabins. VRBO is a great place to look on any of our lakes. There's rentals all over the place. Finding some place to stay will not be a problem. What will be a problem is finding a huge amount of fish in late summer. Late summer, you're probably going to be talking um, crankbaits and or deep brush. Okay. All right, guys. We've been past an hour. We've been on an hour and 11 minutes. I'm at the bottom of my questions, so we're gonna call it a night for tonight. As always, I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, please, please, please share the content sometime this week. Everybody find a video you like, share it. You can go to YouTube and you can hit share. There's a little share button there. You can copy the link. You can share the link on your social media platforms on all your stuff. Please, please, please share the content sometime this week. Um, we need to grow the channel. The channel needs to grow. We need to get to 10,000 subscribers so I can do this giveaway. I've been excited about it for 4 months and I'm ready to go. All right. So, well, it hadn't been that long. I guess I announced it 3 months ago. But anyway, we need to get to 10. So please do me a favor and share something this week. Comment on the forums, throw Wired for Crappie out there to people. Let them take it. Let them take a look at it and get to see what we're doing. So if you guys like it, other people will too. So throw it out there, please. I appreciate you guys. Hope y'all have a blessed week. We will see you guys next week. As always, God bless. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you later.